How does irony differ across various cultures? Imagine telling a joke and not knowing if people will laugh or just stare. That's because irony can be very different depending on where you are. Irony is when you say one thing but mean another, or when outcomes surprise us. It shows up in many ways, like verbal irony, where words mean the opposite of what's true, or situational irony, where things turn out unexpectedly. But how people understand and use irony varies a lot from culture to culture. In French culture, irony tends to be subtle and dry. People often deliver it in a serious tone, making it harder to spot. It's more about cleverness and wit, often used to critique or make a point without sounding too emotional. French irony is like a quiet joke that needs you to pay attention to the context. It's not loud or obvious, so it can sometimes seem serious even when it's meant to be funny. In English-speaking countries like the United States and Britain, irony can be more direct and obvious. Sarcasm, a sharp form of irony, is common and usually signals humor or even friendliness. For example, someone might say, "Great weather today," during a storm, with a smile or a tone that makes it clear they mean the opposite. British irony often involves understatement and subtlety, especially in everyday conversations. Americans might be more blunt, using quick and sharp sarcasm to make a point or joke. Chinese culture adds another layer to irony. The idea of irony here is more indirect and context-dependent. The Chinese word Chinese letter, fanha, means opposite talk, which is similar to sarcasm. But Chinese irony often blends humor, satire, and social harmony. It's less about loud jokes and more about understanding the social situation and relationships. Irony might be used carefully to avoid offending others or to keep peace. Despite these differences, irony is everywhere in all cultures. But how it's expressed, understood, and accepted can be very different. Some cultures prefer witty, subtle irony, while others enjoy more obvious sarcasm. Recognizing these styles helps us communicate better across cultures. If you're talking to someone from a different background, pay attention to their tone, facial expressions, and the situation. Don't assume they use irony the same way you do. When you meet new people from different cultures, be cautious with irony. It can be misunderstood or even offend if used incorrectly. For example, a dry, deadpan comment in France might seem serious to someone from a culture that expects clear signals of humor, or sharp sarcasm in one place might seem rude elsewhere. Learning these differences helps you avoid confusion and build better connections. So, next time you're chatting across cultures, remember that irony isn't just about words. It's about context, tone, and social norms. Being aware of these differences makes your conversations smoother and more respectful. It's a fun way to learn about how people express humor and wit around the world.